And we are live! Hello, 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 hello! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from all over the world. So my name is Grace Young. I'm your host for today, and of course I'm gonna be also. It's a one-on-one actually between me and my business partner from Montreal, Canada, who is also a digital business owner and of course an engineer by profession like me. So we're going to tackle one by one all those questions that I we prepared for you so that you guys will hopefully will be inspired on our journey from transitioning from engineering to entrepreneurial mindset. So, and her name is Julie, right? Julie.
Yes, that's right. How
Julie,
are you, Grace?
I'm good, and thank you for saying yes uh to this one on one. And I'll let you do introduce yourself.
Yes, well, hello everyone. Well, people on my page already know who I am, but it's mostly for your people because we're streaming on both pages. So, also, if you can introduce yourself as well later
Yeah, of
after me,
course.
for the people on my audience. Well, yeah, like Grace was saying, I work in construction as an engineer. I'm originally from Argentina. It's 18 years I've been here in Canada, and yeah, since 2011, I believe 11, 10, yeah, something like that. I am working as an engineer, and yeah, well, that's basically me. And then a few years back, I started this digital business that has led me, to meeting so many wonderful people like Grace in this case, and so many other people that I've had on my page. If you've been following, last year, for example. So yes, I mean, people from all walks of life. Today, it's like a coincidence that we're both in the engineering field, but there's people from all over the world, so you could very well agree to that.
Yeah. And thank you for that. So yes, my name is Grace Yang, and I originally from the Philippines and now living here in United States in Buffalo, New York. And I'm also an engineer by profession in aerospace industry. And I've been doing this business for. I'm a digital business owner, but I'm doing this like on the side because I'm still working full time as an engineer. And what I've been doing this since December of 2020. So it's been 4 years already, and
All right.
I'm loving it. And actually, a lot of things transition between my engineering mindset to entrepreneurship.
Ship.
Okay, so we have a set of question that we're going to kind of like answer together because both of us are engineers and probably will have a different experience, but most as an engineer we always have like we're owned to be structured. So being a business owner is one of the things that really give it's a, like a different part of my life. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to flash the question, and this is it. Can you share a bit about your journey as an engineer and what inspired you to explore digital
Yeah.
entrepreneurship?
Yeah, well, like I always said, my story is pretty simple, and people already, but your audience is new to me, so well, life changes. My family structure changed completely, so I found myself being the only provider for my family, and with that, there's a lot of things that start to happen, expenses that you don't expect and whatnot. So, I was started to think, everybody like people that you talk about were always doing something on the side and this and
Mhm.
that, but I was like never like interested in like going out and continue exchanging time for money, right? So even though I would have wanted to do it, I was left with no energy at the end of the week. So like today, for example, that's Friday. So by chance, actually, because I would say I was not looking for anything online. By chance, I came across an ad, actually, that from a lady from Vancouver who had transitioned from her professional job. She was a realtor and a mortgage specialist, and she was now like 100% like taking care of her digital business and only doing her digital business to live from. So I said, okay, so what is this all about? I got really curious, and besides, we had some similarities, right? She was kind of my age, and I started getting curious, and the more and more I started, talking to her, and we created like a relationship. She is a really nice person. So she guided me through the steps of watching the webinar and whatnot, and she explained to me about the flexibility that you can do this at your own time. There's no structure that we are used to, which
Mm-hmm.
it made sense because I didn't have time to add another struggle to my already struggling life, right? So it was the good thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I said I wasn't looking for that because I had no experience that you could run a digital business, and that there was something that actually legit that existed, that you could do online. So I started looking. I got curious, and I tried to leave, my those outer voice that tell you that you can't, and this and that, and all those limiting beliefs that we have and whatnot. And I just like went with it, and that's basically how I started looking to this.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, is li- uh, in life there's things happen. So that's what I actually during the time when I started this digital business, it was pandemic. So
Yeah.
I work full time as engineer. My husband has like a roller skating rink business. So our roller skating rink business was our like bread and butter. And during the pandemic, because it we called the government called that as non-essential, that's when they close everything. So we almost lost
Exactly.
our roller skating rink business that time, and we don't have a choice but to close almost for almost a year. So the one that giving us good money become our biggest expenses, and it's
Mm,
hard because even if you close the business, bills coming in, filing and filing. And that's when I realized that we need to change something, and we need to look for another opportunity. And that time
yeah.
it's only the online that are really flourishing, because people were afraid to go out. So that's when I saw my friend actually posted about digital business. I got curious, and
Mhm.
I I'm always a risk taker. I wanted to try things. I don't want to have like what ifs. And since I don't have kids, and I have time, especially at nighttime, because my husband usually go out, run the business during nighttime. So mostly I'm just the one at home. So I wanted to use that to more profitable
Great.
hours.
Yeah.
And that when I look for the webinar, it's free. So it's a win-win. You just have
Yeah,
to pay.
exactly. Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
you just have to watch the 90 minutes webinar. It's just like your training. And when I saw the concept, the business concept, I really like it, because I tried a lot of businesses, and I was not successful, because most of them you need to sell, and I don't like that.
Yeah, no,
I don't
no.
have
That takes a lot of time too, so
I don't have that. So when they said you don't need to do personal selling, that gets me curious, and I become a member, and then I learn more about the business. The more that I wanted it, so I started my journey on December 5 of 2020, and that's the time when everything I started scared. I started skeptical, but I
Yeah,
started
absolutely.
anyway. So that's the way
Yeah,
it is,
that's
right?
great.
So any other additional on that one, Julie?
Well, no, what I wanted to add on what you were saying is that, well, me myself, I started also on during the pandemic, and it's incredible how much we grew from that time, because a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people, jobs were getting shut down,
Mm-hmm.
businesses were closing, we were all like, we had to stay at home whether we wanted or not, and well, even that year and the following years, our business like exploded. A lot of people started, and not only that, from there, seeing that you can actually work from anywhere, home or wherever. Now we can go out and we can travel, so you can take the business with you. But a lot of people changed completely, and are more they trust more, right? Because that's another thing. There's so many things that are offered out there that we know that are not
Yeah.
legit, or so many people have bad experiences, and it's really sad, because people come with their pain, wanting to start something, and then they struggle so much and they don't receive support, and so many people that are in our business right now, that's what they talk about, right? That they tried something else before, and either
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have support, they lost a lot of money, and it's really unfortunate, because there I sometimes it looks like there's more of the other type of businesses than the good types. But that's why I always say, that's why we share it so much, so that in the end, it's everyone's decision, right? That
Yeah.
we can share all as we want, but it's definitely every person's decision and will to investigate, and ask questions, connect with us and whatnot, to really see if this is something for them. But
Yeah.
definitely people have to do their homework before they get into anything.
I agree with that one. As I said, I actually started as skeptical, but the training and the coaching and helped me
Yeah.
a lot to understand more, because there's more to it, and you just need to open up your mind. Being an engineer, we're sometimes we're too focused on the data driven decision. So and sometimes you have to separate yourself from that, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Well, you
next.
have to definitely think something different, do something different if you want different results. And
Exactly, that's what I that's what I always tell them. Okay, next is the so what challenges did you face when transitioning from a structured engineering career to running your own digital business, and how did
yeah,
you overcome it?
yeah, I like this one, because the challenges were, I always say, they were more in my head, of things that I imagined could go wrong than what actually did go wrong. And that was in terms of, like, what you were saying before, not having the experience, and always been working corporate, and going into your job, doing the task that you have to do, taking care of new clients, whatever. But then, your day ends, you go back home, and that's it. Then it all starts the next day. So my questions were, am I going to be able, I don't know anything about this, who's going to help me, who's going to, all the technical part that I don't know about. um, but like I said, it was more of the things that were in my head than what really happened, because we know now that we have an incredible system. And I always compared, there's a lot of courses being sold online,
Mm,
um, and we're a little bit more than a course. We're system. And we sometimes call it our own little university,
yes,
because you
exactly.
have everything that you need to start your business, to learn and understand and manage, understand the results that you're getting, whether it's, in the different platforms that you're using. And the courses that we give, courses, not even courses, the training that we give you here are comparable to what you go and get at a college, for example, on digital marketing. With the difference is that we cost nothing. compared to what
Mm,
you pay a tuition, or
exactly.
to have a degree in, I don't know, I don't even know what the degrees are called nowadays, but related to social media marketing and all that. We have it included in the business, and you have it at your fingertips, in the moment that you want to start your business, or advance or do your training, because you have to pass through it, and there is a learning curve, of course.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that was one of the things that I struggled a bit, and says, okay, am I gonna have time? How am I gonna do this? But if you consider all the activities that you have when you get home, if you have kids at school age or whatever, there's always some time. You just have to manage it wisely, that it really gives you what you're expecting, right?
Mm-hmm.
um, but it was that, and yeah, then the mindset, the shift in mindset, it has to happen, because like I said, when you're working corporate, it's, you go in, you do your thing, you go back, that's it. But when you're running your business, it's the same thing as if you have a coffee shop in the corner. It depends entirely on you. If you don't go and show up at your door in your coffee shop, you can't expect nobody to go in and be able to offer coffee, right? Well,
Yeah.
this is the same thing. It's just that it's digital. We don't have nowhere to go. We just open our computer or have it in our phones. That's it. But yeah, and no struggles other than that, because then I could say, the training is 100% super, super simple. And it's literally built for people that have no clue, not even that little knowledge, have no clue on digital marketing, on how to set up a business. And there's always somebody there for you, a coach, a mentor, somebody that's going to help you. So those were the struggles, and they didn't go further than that.
Yeah, yeah, just like you, I during my first year I also struggled. I The challenges was more on because I'm not an I don't have the entrepreneurial I don't have that kind of mindset when I started this, because as you said, we are honed to be in a corporate wherein, if you have a project, you exactly know what
Yes.
you're going to do, because that's being feed to you, right?
Well,
But
that's how we were trained, right?
yeah,
But
exactly.
you can always train your mind differently. So
Exactly. That's why that's the challenges. When you are in the corporate world, and then later you become a business owner, because as a business owner, now you have to decide more. You have to be in front of your business, and those are the things that uh, challenges me. But as you said, because of the our training, mentoring, coaching, name it, and the community is very, very helpful.
yes,
That really, really helped me a lot. And even in our training, it's not only about technical, about running your business, about there is also personal personal, you know uh
development. Yeah,
more on there are trainings about how you can build your confidence being a business owner, how you're going to change your mindset. Those, it's like, for me, it's like a package,
yeah,
because
it is. Yeah,
it's like, as you said, it's a university, it's an online university that you can just go there, and you can go back whenever you need it, because it's a ton of knowledge. And even not and even now, it's actually, from what I when I started it, the training site developed so much,
so
with
much.
the
Yes,
daily drop-ins, with all, and people there, all the people there are very, very giving. So that's one of the things too, because they share their knowledge for free. They I learn a lot, not only in changing my mindset, but also more on how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to edit videos, how I'm going to post. What Those are the things that I learned that totally helped my business, because we use social media a lot. and
Yeah.
you need to you need to be more engaging. So I learned a lot from those, and that's how I overcome it is going back to the training site, going to the people that can help me, going to the mastermind, and talking with my mentor and my coaches. So
Yeah.
those are the things that I really really love about this business. So
Yeah.
you are a business owner, but you don't work. You are not alone. You are in a big community,
Absolutely. Yes,
right?
yes. There's a whole community with us. That's definitely.
Yeah, that's what I love it. Okay, so next is what was your aha moment that made you take the leap of faith from engineering to digital entrepreneurship?
Well, it's kind of related to, I think it was your first question.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, I wasn't looking for anything online, but you know, when I came across this opportunity, that like kind of like triggered me, and I said, okay, yeah, maybe if I have something of my own, right, which I never thought about before, um I said, okay, maybe this could be something different, right? It's going to give me,
Mhm.
some things that I don't have for now, because I'm doing everything always the same thing. You kind of always have the same results. So I think that was my aha moment, if you want to call it like that, when realizing, that you what would I do? Just go trade, time for money to work for, a weekend, or I don't know, nighttime or whatever. It wouldn't have made sense for me, definitely. So yeah, being able to own something of mine, I think that's the switch. That's when I did the switch.
Yeah, the same thing with you. The aha moment really for me was when I realized we need to have another source of income because we don't know
Oh
if
yes, definitely.
when will the government let us open our roller skating rink
True.
business.
Hmm.
And just having we're used to, when you are used to a lifestyle, you don't want to be to go
You go
under.
back. Yes.
Yes,
No.
you don't want to go back because you you're used to a really good lifestyle and you wanted to maintain that. I think that's one of the thing that we and I was scared too because I don't know if they're going to lay off me. So that's going to be another problem. So before that happened, I really will look around, and that's when the aha moment that yeah,
Yeah, you
I
started
need
your plan
something.
B
Yeah, yeah,
before you needed it. That's good. Yeah,
exactly.
it's a good
And
strategy.
I think this is one of the best thing that happened during that time. We did not lost the roller skating ring. Actually, it's now thriving, our business, and this one is an additional which make us more um, open to travels. We've been traveling a lot lately because we have an extra income. We have an extra, and we were able to help more my family back home, and also help the nonprofit organization that I really love. So those are the things that I will not
That's
be able to do because I don't have extra. But
exactly.
because of this
Yeah,
business, that
that's true.
really helped.
That's something, yeah, that comes with it. I always say, people, like, when you start a business, you do it for a reason, because you're in lack of something, right? in
Yes,
in, in our case, you're always looking for extra resources, but then there's so much thing that this business gives, like the personal development, that
yes,
we work so much and so hard on ourselves, uh, and yeah, having the possibility to give, it's not all about, having for yourself. It's about being able to help others too, because at one
exactly.
point you can only have so much, right?
And now we are able to also help those people that would like to become to shift their career to entrepreneurship,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is similar, but I think what mindset shift did you have to make to succeed in digital entrepreneurship?
Well, it's knowing that this depends on you. Yeah, of course, when you're working corporate, yeah, your position depends on you as well. But you know that as long as you go in, you always gonna have your results. You receive your paycheck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, while you're in the job. But here, for you to have results, it depends 100% on you. You have all the help that you want, from the system, from the community, from coaches and mentors, but nobody can come and do the business for you, right? That's
Exactly.
on you.
Exactly.
So it's that, that shift, that mindset, that you have to say, okay, you have to really own it. You have to own your business in order to make it work.
Yeah, and that's true because you are the business owner, so you have to own. And yeah, for me, the shift really happened when I that yeah, I have this beautiful system. But if I'm not going to take action to do the training, to talk to
Exactly.
the mentor, nothing will happen. you know it's just like you have the biggest responsibility as a business owner. So you have a mentor that will help you, that will guide you. You have a coach that will guide you. You have the system that can help you, that can help your business. But you know what, if you don't do the 10%, because 90% of the work in this business is already done, but if you
Yeah.
don't do the 10%, nothing will happen to your business. So it's just like any other business. You have to for your business to grow, you have to take care of it, just like a baby, just like taking care of your baby. You have to nourish it, you have to love it. Those are the things that you need to do as a business owner. Any other additional to that?
No, you said it perfectly. Yeah. Yeah. In short, we have to own our business.
Yeah, exactly. And so, any advice you can offer to someone who wanted to start their own digital business?
Well, it's simply, you need to really be sure that you're willing to, to put in the work, because otherwise all you're going to get is more frustration
Mm-hmm.
when you're going to see that there's no results. But you have to know that, this is not something that happens overnight. Like any business that you're going to
Yes.
open, a physical business, you are probably not going to have results in the first 1 to 3 years. But that's how business works, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be prepared to put in the work, really own your business, like we've been saying up to now. And really learn your business and master, get to know our system, get to know the company we work with, and get to know really the technical part about the business. But that's not complicated because you receive all the information. We receive all the training and that we need to know, and in order to do all this that I'm telling you. But the first thing that you need to do is like register to watch our workshop.
Yeah.
Today is Friday, so it's Tuesdays and Thursdays at
Thursday.
8 p.m. I believe you are at the same time, so it's 8 p.m. for both of us. Contact Grace or contact me. We're here to inform people. We're not here to convince anybody. That's definitely not our mission, and we don't have time for that. So whoever's ready is ready, and it's all about everyone's timing. Example, and I have a perfect example. I have somebody now in the business who yesterday she paid the fee to take the 30-day risk-free trial, and she wrote me a message that we talked a year ago. So imagine, a
Wow.
year ago, I don't remember what I ate yesterday. Imagine I'm going to remember a year ago. So I go and look at the history of our chats, and effectively she had registered to watch the webinar on the 8th of February of 2024.
Wow.
And her message, she was saying, I wasn't ready then, but I'm ready now. So she wanted to get the information again. I sent it to her. She watched it, and she paid the 149 to come in and watch get the pre-coaching videos and whatnot. And she's taking the 30-day trial. and we'll see if she goes on. Perfect, and if not,
Oh, say
it's okay too.
congratulations.
You know. So,
Yeah.
and then, that has to come from you. Nobody's gonna come
Exactly.
and rush you or anything. It's definitely your own decision if you want to proceed. That's
Yeah,
Those are my
I
last words.
yeah. I totally agree on that one. And my message to all, my advice to all of our viewers, if right now you are looking for a change, and right now you wanted to have, a better life, you are not happy with what you're doing right now, you wanted a change, take a chance to look at this business, give yourself a chance to just take a look, because webinar is free, but at least that will help you understand the concept of the business, so you can connect with Julie, or you can connect with me. You can message us in our Facebook page, and just check it out, see for yourself, learn the business, and decide for yourself, because nobody will be deciding for you. It's not us. We are here to inform you, to motivate you, to inspire you that this business changes our life for the better, that this business is a legitimate business, is we are tied up with a very big company, operating for about 50 years already, and we are so proud that we file our taxes as a business owner. So that one that will tell you that this is a legitimate business.
Yeah,
Just try. Yeah, give yourself a chance to to really see, and stop wondering, stop wishing, stop watching. Just give yourself a chance for to learn the business, and then you decide. Once you learn, you decide, and that's all I can advise to you.
great advice. Thank you so much, Grace.
Thank you, Julie, for saying yes. I really, really appreciate you, and of course, to all our viewers, you can connect with me or connect with Julie, if you have question of, or if you are interested to for our free webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.